For Purple Week, our endangered animal is the hippo. They're not really purple, as you can see, but sometimes when the light and water hits them just right, they can look a bit purpley. Hippos originate in sub-Saharan Africa, and nowadays tend to congregate in countries where they have greater access to water, like Malawi, Kenya, and Guinea. Historically, the common hippo used to travel up the Nile River into Egypt as well, but most wild hippos have been driven out of the Nile. This is probably for the safety of the people who live there. Despite how silly they can look, hippos are ferocious and dangerous creatures. They're the third largest land mammal, behind elephants and rhinos. However, only 2 subspecies of hippos still live today: the common hippo, which is considered vulnerable to extinction, and the pygmy hippo, which is considered endangered. The purple hippo keychain can be made with the beads you'll find in your kit. You should also have a long piece of clear string and a small metal ring. You might want something to weigh one end of the string down, like a rock or a water bottle. There's also a reference image linked in the description below. Use that if you're having trouble figuring out which bead to use next. Your kit will have purple beads, pink beads, white beads, and black beads, as well as one other color. That color is your background color, while the purple beads will be your hippo. Start with your background color and thread 4 onto your string. Push the beads toward the end of the string, but not all the way off. This is your first row. Your second row is also 4 background color beads. Thread the first bead of your second row, and then loop the string into the last bead of your first row. Continue like this for your second row, threading the string into one new bead, then the next bead of your previous row, and then another new bead, and then another row 1 bead, and on until your second row is done. The first few rows are difficult because it's hard to tell which row is which. If you need to use a marker to mark which bead is on which row, please do. Remember, each row only has 4 beads. The third row is 1 bead of your background color, 2 white beads, then 1 more background bead. Thread the new bead in first, then thread the string into the last bead of your previous row, then a white bead, and so on. Row 4 has 1 bead of your background color and 3 purple beads. Row 5 has 4 purple beads. Row 6 has 1 purple bead, 1 pink bead, 1 purple bead, 1 pink bead. Around now, your beaded keychain will start to hold its shape. Tighten the string if you need to help it hold its shape. Row 7 has 4 purple beads. Row 8 has 4 purple beads. Row 9 has 1 background color bead and 3 purple beads. Make sure you thread the beads in the order I show you on screen, or look at the reference image linked in the description below. Row 10 has a purple bead, 2 black beads, and another purple bead. These black beads are the eyes of your hippo. Row 11 has 1 bead of your background color, then 3 purple beads. Row 12 has 4 purple beads. Row 13 has 1 bead of your background color, 1 pink bead, 1 purple bead, then another pink bead. Row 14 has another 4 purple beads. Row 15 has 1 background color, 1 purple, another background color, and another purple. At this point, you'll have used all of the purple beads you'll need and finished making the ears of the hippo. The next 2 rows are all beads of your background color. Once you've threaded 17 rows of beads, your beaded hippo keychain is almost done. It should hold its shape pretty well, but still be a bit floppy. You'll notice the ends of the strings don't fall out of the beads either. That's because the beads are holding them in place. To finish off the top of your keychain, thread the string back into the previous row of beads. You can use scissors to cut off the last bit. You don't need to glue or tie off anything. The beads will hold the string in place. Before you finish up the bottom edge, you may want to tighten your string. To do that, pull on the bit of string that shows on the side of the top. Then move down the keychain, going back and forth, picking up the slack as you move down. When you pull all your extra string out the bottom, your keychain will be very tight and hold its shape very well. Finish up the bottom edge by threading that string back through the previous row of beads, then cutting off any extra. The last thing you need to do is get your metal ring in place. You can attach it anywhere you like, on the corners or the edges. Open it up with a nail or a pencil and slide it onto the string.